Be me, 23, working dead-end retail job at GameStop. Life is basically rinse and repeat of video games and energy drinks. Enter Emily, 21, starts shopping here every Tuesday like clockwork. Always buys the weirdest combo of games like Stardew Valley and Dark Souls. First time she talks to me, she goes, "Thanks, husband." After buying Pokemon, me being the social disaster I am, just stands there like a Windows XP error screen. She walks out before I can even process what happened. Spend the next week thinking maybe I misheard her. Tuesday rolls around again. She's back with her weird shopping routine. Buys Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal, comes to my register specifically. "Have a good day, husband," and leaves again with zero explanation. My coworker Jake is losing his mind laughing at me. Dude, she's either completely insane or you're married and forgot. Start looking forward to Tuesdays just to see what game combo she'll buy. Week 3, she comes in wearing this oversized hoodie that says wife material, buys Minecraft and Call of Duty, pays with exact change every time. "See you next week, husband," and she's gone like a retail cryptid. Jake starts calling her my mystery wife. And honestly, it's kind of growing on me. Decide I need to actually talk to her next time instead of just standing there. Tuesday comes. She walks in with this little notebook, writing stuff down. She's studying the game cases like she's doing scientific research. Finally, work up the courage to ask, "Hey, what's with all the different games?" She looks at me dead serious and goes, "Gotta understand all your interests, husband." My brain just blue screens again because that's actually kind of sweet. "What's your name anyway? I'm Anon?" "Emily, but you can call me wife if you want." She says this with the straightest face like she's ordering coffee. I'm standing there holding a copy of Sonic while having an existential crisis. "Emily, why do you call me husband? We literally just met." She tilts her head like a confused puppy and goes, "Feels right." Buys her games and leaves me with more questions than answers. Spend the whole week thinking about her, which is new for me. Usually my brain is occupied by which anime I'm gonna binge next. Tuesday arrives and she shows up with homemade cookies in a little bag. "Made these for you, husband, chocolate chip." They're actually really good, like suspiciously professional level good. "Emily, these are amazing. Where did you learn to bake like this?" "YouTube University, same place I learned you probably like chocolate chip." She researched my cookie preferences. This girl is dedicated to the bit. Or maybe she's actually crazy. Jury's still out on that one. Decide to be bold and ask, "Wanna grab lunch after I get off work?" She lights up like a Christmas tree and goes, "Finally our first date, husband." Meet her at this little diner down the street after my shift. She orders pancakes at 3 p.m. because breakfast food hits different as lunch. Honestly, I can't argue with that logic. Pancakes are always valid. We start talking and she's actually really cool when she's not being cryptic. Tells me she works at a bookstore and writes poetry in her spare time. I write about random people I see and make up stories for them. Is that what happened with me? Nope, you're different. You feel like home. My heart does this weird skippy thing it's never done before. She tells me about her favorite books and how she wants to travel. I tell her about my gaming hobby and my dream of maybe streaming someday. "I'd watch your streams, husband. I'd be your #1 subscriber." The way she says it so matter-of-factly is honestly adorable. We end up talking for 3 hours until the diner kicks us out. Walk her to her car and she goes, "This was perfect, husband." "Emily, can I ask you something serious?" "Always, husband." "Do you actually see me as your husband or is this like a joke?" She gets this soft look and goes, "I see you as my person. The moment I saw you, I knew you were going to be important." I know it's weird, but my brain doesn't work like everyone else's. She explains she has this thing where she gets really attached really fast. Says her therapist calls it intense emotional connections with safe people. Tells me most people think she's too much and usually run away. I don't want to scare you off, but I can't help how I feel. You make me feel safe and I've never felt that before. My heart is doing gymnastics at this point. "Emily, I don't think you're too much. I think you're perfect." "Really, husband?" "Really, and I promise I'll protect and cherish you forever, if you'll let me." She starts crying happy tears and goes, "No one's ever said that to me." "Well, I'm saying it now. You're stuck with me." She laughs through the tears and hugs me tight. "Okay, Anon, but I'm still calling you husband sometimes." We start texting every day and hanging out outside of her Tuesday visits. She still calls me husband, but now it feels like our inside joke. Take her to this arcade for our 3rd date. She absolutely destroys me at every single game. "How are you this good at everything?" "I told you I studied your interest, husband." She literally researched gaming strategies to impress me. This girl put in more effort than anyone ever has for me. Start falling for her hard, like dangerously hard. She brings me lunch at work now instead of just shopping. My coworkers are jealous because she makes these elaborate bento boxes. Jake keeps asking when I'm going to propose since she already calls me husband. Dude, you found a girl who thinks you're husband material day one. Don't mess this up. My manager Marcus starts teasing me about my lunch lady. Anon, when you bringing her to the staff party? Emily overhears and goes, did someone say party husband? Marcus laughs and goes, I like her already. Staff party comes around and Emily shows up looking amazing. She brings homemade brownies for everyone and they all love her. My coworker Sarah pulls me aside. Anon, she's talking about you like you're already married. Is that weird? It's adorable, keep her. Emily charms literally everyone at the party. Even cranky old Tony from the back room thinks she's great. Your girl's got good taste in retro games, he tells me. Turns out Emily spent an hour talking classic Nintendo with him. 1 month in, and we're at her apartment watching movies. She falls asleep on my shoulder during some rom-com. I'm looking at her thinking this feels right. Like she knew something I didn't know about us. She wakes up and catches me staring. What you thinking about, husband? Just thinking about how you knew before I did. Knew what? That we were going to be something special. She gets this huge smile and curls up closer. I always know, husband. It's my superpower. Your superpower is being perfect. No, my superpower is finding you. We have this moment where everything just clicks, like puzzle pieces falling into place. Emily, I need to tell you something. What's that? I think I'm falling in love with you. Think or no, husband? No, definitely no. Good, because I've been in love with you since day one. That's why I called you husband. You already were in my heart. We have our first kiss, and it's everything movies promised it would be. Meet her roommate Jessica the next week. So you're the famous husband Emily won't shut up about. Jessica's cool, works as a nurse, and keeps Emily grounded. She's been planning your guys' future since week 2. What do you mean planning? Check her Pinterest, it's terrifying and adorable. Emily shows me her boards and she has our entire life mapped out. Wedding themes, baby names, house styles, vacation spots. Emily, when did you make all this? Been adding to it, gradually, husband. Somehow this level of planning feels romantic instead of scary. 6 months later, and she's basically moved into my apartment. Still calls me husband, but now I call her wife back. My friends think we're insane for moving so fast. My buddy Alex comes over and sees how domestic we are. You guys act like you've been married for years. Emily just smiles and goes, we have been, Anon just needed time to catch up. Alex shakes his head, but admits we're cute together. She starts meeting my family and they love her immediately. My mom pulls me aside and goes, marry this girl. She looks at you like you hung the moon? Emily overhears and whispers, I knew your mom would get it. My dad gives me the most serious talk of my life. Son, that girl sees forever when she looks at you. Don't let her get away. Emily wins over my little sister Katie immediately. Your girlfriend is so cool. When are you proposing? Katie, you can't just ask that. Why not? She already acts like family. Emily starts coming to family dinners every Sunday. Helps my mom cook and listens to my dad's terrible jokes. Katie starts calling her future sister in, blah. 1 year later, and I'm ring shopping with Jake. Dude, what kind of ring does someone who calls you husband want? Something perfect. She deserves perfect. Spend weeks looking at rings, nothing feels right. Finally find this vintage ring that reminds me of her personality. Unique, beautiful, and somehow timeless. Emily somehow knows because she starts humming wedding songs. Husband, are you planning something? Maybe wife, maybe. Good, because I already picked out my dress. Of course she did. Girl is always 3 steps ahead. Decide to propose at the GameStop where we met. Get permission from Marcus to do it after hours. Set up candles and everything. Make it actually romantic. Invite Jake and Jessica to hide behind the counter with cameras. Emily walks in thinking we're just hanging out after work, sees the candles and immediately starts crying. You remember this is where we started. Of course I did. This is where my wife found me. Get down on one knee with the ring. Emily, will you officially be my wife? I already am husband, but yes. She tackles me in a hug before I can even get the ring on. Ring fits perfectly and she loves it. Jake and Jessica come out cheering and taking pictures. How long have you all been planning this? Emily asks. About a month, I tell her. I've been ready for a year. She laughs. Wedding planning is surprisingly smooth because Emily has everything organized. How long have you been planning our wedding? Since month 2, husband. She has vendor lists, budget spreadsheets, and backup plans. My mom and her mom become best friends during planning. Your Emily is something special, my mom tells me. She's got her whole heart invested in making you happy. Emily's mom pulls me aside at the engagement party. Thank you for seeing Emily for who she is. She's never been this happy, this confident. The wedding is perfect, exactly what we both wanted. Small ceremony with family and close friends. During vows, Emily goes, I always knew you were my husband. I just had to wait for you to figure it out too. Everyone is crying, including Marcus, who came as my unofficial dad figure. You saved me, Emily. You saw something in me I couldn't see. You were always perfect, husband. You just needed someone to notice. Our first dance is to the song that was playing in the diner on our first date. Emily remembered and requested it specifically. Whispers in my ear, told you so, husband. Told me what, wife? Told you we were meant to be. Honeymoon in Japan because she wants to see where all my anime comes from. She learns basic Japanese phrases just to impress me. We visit all the gaming cafes and anime shops in Tokyo. Emily buys matching couple keychains at every store. Now we have souvenirs from our first international trip as husband and wife. This woman continues to be impossibly thoughtful. 2 years married and people still ask how we knew so fast. Emily always answers the same way. When you know, and I always know. She still brings me lunch at work even though I got promoted to assistant manager. Still makes those elaborate bento boxes with little notes. For my husband, love your wife. New coworkers are jealous of my lunch situation. Jake got married last year and his wife asks Emily for relationship advice. How do you make marriage look so easy? Easy husband, happy wife, happy life. She winks at me across the room. Some people think we're weird for being so happy all the time. Nobody is that perfect for each other. Emily just smiles and goes, we're not perfect, we're just right. She still has that notebook where she writes down things about me. Caught her writing in it the other day. What's your writing, wife? Just updating my husband manual. You have a manual about me? Volume 4, actually, you're more complex than I thought. This woman has documented my entire personality evolution. 3 years in and we're talking about buying a house. Emily already has neighborhoods picked out and mortgage pre-approval. Let me guess, you've been planning this since day 1 too? Day 30 actually, had to make sure you were a good investment first. She's already contacted 3 different real estate agents. We find the perfect starter home with a gaming room for me. Emily negotiates the price down like a professional. Where did you learn to do that? YouTube University, real estate negotiation playlist. Of course she researched home buying strategies. 4 years married and Emily brings up kids during dinner. How many little husbands do you want? Just one to start, gotta make sure we don't break him. Emily has already researched pediatricians and preschools. Let me guess, you've been planning this since our wedding. Actually, since our second date, but I refined the plans. She's already started taking prenatal vitamins just in case. Found a tiny onesie that says, Player 3 has entered the game. This woman thinks of absolutely everything. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't worked that Tuesday. Emily says she would have found another way to meet me. Destiny doesn't take no for an answer, husband. You really believe in all that? I believe in us. Everything else is just details. 5 years together and I still get excited when she calls me husband. She still researches my interests and surprises me with thoughtful gifts. Last week she learned about a new indie game I mentioned once. Bought it, played it, and had detailed opinions ready for discussion. Emily, you don't have to learn everything I like. I want a husband. Your interests are interesting. That feel when your wife knew you were soulmates before you even knew her name. That feel when someone loves you so completely, they plan your whole life together. People say love at first sight isn't real, but Emily saw our entire future in a GameStop. And honestly, that's the most romantic thing that ever happened to me. Married to my best friend who still calls me husband. She still calls me husband, I still call her wife. And I finally understand what she meant about knowing. When it's right, you just know. Emily was right about everything from day 1. Turns out some people really can see forever. Be me, 24, still living with my mom because rent is insane. Working at a coffee shop downtown, pretty chill job. Enter Sophia, 22, starts coming in every morning ordering the most complicated drink ever. I'll have a triple shot oat milk caramel macchiato with half the caramel and extra foam. Takes me 5 minutes to make this monstrosity every single day. She always tips well though, so I don't complain. One day she's waiting for her drink and goes, "You know you're really cute, right?" Me, being socially awkward, just goes, "Thanks, I guess." She laughs and goes, "Wow, you're bad at this flirting thing." Wait, were you flirting with me? Obviously, but clearly you're not interested. She grabs her drink and leaves before I can say anything. Spend the rest of my shift thinking about how I just screwed that up. Next morning she comes in acting completely normal. Orders her ridiculous drink like nothing happened. Decide to be brave and ask, "Hey, about yesterday, I'm actually really bad at reading people." She grins and goes, "I noticed, that's kind of adorable though. Want to hang out sometime when I'm not behind a counter? Took you long enough to ask." We exchange numbers and plan to meet up this weekend. Get home and my mom immediately starts interrogating me. "Who were you texting? You look happy?" "Just this girl from work, Mom." "A girl? Really? You never date anyone?" "Thanks for the confidence boost, Mom." Weekend comes and Sophia suggests we go to this art gallery downtown. She's really into photography and knows a ton about different artists. I'm pretending to understand what she's talking about, but honestly just enjoying watching her get excited. "You have no idea what I'm saying, do you?" "Not really, but you look happy talking about it." She laughs and goes, "At least you're honest." We grab dinner after and she tells me she's a graphic designer, works freelance and does photography on the side. "What about you? Coffee shop your dream job?" "Definitely not. I'm saving up to go back to school for computer science." "That's actually really cool. What kind of programming?" Turns out she knows way more about coding than I expected. We end up talking until the restaurant closes. Walk her to her car and she goes, "This was really fun. Want to do it again sometime?" "Definitely." She kisses my cheek before getting in her car. Drive home feeling pretty good about myself. Mom is waiting up like I'm in high school again. "How was your date?" "It was good. She's really cool." "What's her name?" "What does she do?" Spend 20 minutes telling my mom about Sophia. She seems weirdly suspicious about the whole thing. "You sure she's not just being friendly?" "Mom, she kissed me goodnight." "On the lips?" "On the cheek, but still." What the hell does mean? Start dating Sophia regularly. She's honestly amazing. Funny, smart, shares my weird sense of humor. Only problem is she has this mischievous streak. Loves pranks and messing with people. Finds out my mom is still skeptical about us dating. "Your mom doesn't think I'm real, does she?" "She thinks you're real. She just thinks you're not actually interested in me." "That's ridiculous. Why would I fake date you?" "I don't know. Maybe she thinks I'm paying you." Sophia gets this evil grin that I'm starting to recognize. "Want to mess with her a little?" "What do you mean?" "Trust me, it'll be funny." Should have known better than to agree to one of her schemes. Next week, Sophia comes over for dinner to meet my mom officially. She's dressed nice, brought flowers, being super polite. Dinner's going great until dessert. Sophia starts asking my mom about my childhood. "Did Anand have many girlfriends in high school?" "Not really. He was always more focused on his computer." "That makes sense. He's definitely not like other guys I've dated." My mom perks up at this. "How so?" "Well, he's really into fashion and interior design. I am absolutely not into either of those things. And he gives the best relationship advice about guys. What is she doing?" "Really? That's interesting." My mom is looking at me like she's seeing me for the first time. Sophia keeps going. "Yeah, he helped me pick out outfits for dates before we got together." "When did I supposedly do this?" "And he always knows which guys are worth dating and which ones are trash." My mom is nodding along like this all makes perfect sense. "You know, I always wondered why Anand never seemed interested in dating." "Oh, he's definitely interested, just very particular about what he wants." The way she says this makes it sound like I'm shopping for guys. Dinner ends and Sophia leaves after hugging my mom goodbye. "I really like her, sweetie. She seems to understand you." "Understand what exactly?" Over the next few weeks, Sophia keeps adding to whatever story she's building. Texts me random things like, "Tell your mom I'm helping you redecorate your room." Why would you be helping me redecorate? Just trust the process, babe. She starts bringing me fashion magazines when she comes over. Leaves them strategically where my mom will see them. Brings up how much I love romantic comedies during family dinner. I hate romantic comedies. Starts talking about how I'm exploring my feminine side. What feminine side? My mom starts making weird comments. It's so nice that Sophia is helping you discover yourself. Discover what exactly? You seem so much more comfortable with who you are lately. I'm actually becoming less comfortable by the day. Sophia thinks this is hilarious. Your mom is totally buying it. Buying what? What exactly are you trying to convince her of? That you're gay and I'm your cover girlfriend? What? Relax, it's just a harmless prank. Sophia, my mom thinks I'm gay. I know. Isn't it funny how easy it was? It is not funny. Things escalate when my mom starts asking if I want to invite my friend David over. I don't have a friend named David. Who's David? You. No, the one Sophia mentioned you talk about all the time. When did Sophia mention a David? Confront Sophia about this fictional David situation. Oh yeah, I told her you have a really close male friend you're always texting. Why would you tell her that? Because it's funny watching her try to figure out if you're dating him. Sophia, this has gone too far. Come on, it's harmless. We'll reveal it's a prank eventually. Famous last words. My mom starts buying me skincare products. I thought you might want to take better care of your complexion. Asks if I want to go shopping for clothes together. Maybe we could find you some nicer outfits. Starts suggesting I get a haircut at her salon. They're really good with modern styles. Everything she says sounds like she's trying to help me attract men. Sophia finds this absolutely hilarious. She's trying to be a supportive mom to her gay son. But I'm not gay. She doesn't know that. The breaking point comes when my mom sits me down for a serious talk. Honey, I want you to know that I love you no matter what. Okay, Mom, love you too. And if there's anything you want to tell me about yourself, I'm here. She's looking at me with these supportive but expectant eyes. Is there something specific you want me to tell you? Only if you're ready, sweetie. Ready for what? To be honest about who you really are. Oh no, she's gonna make me come out as straight. Mom, I'm not sure what you're getting at. It's okay to take your time. I just want you to know I support you. She pats my hand and leaves me sitting there confused. Call Sophia immediately. Your prank worked too well. My mom thinks I'm closeted. That's amazing. She's being so supportive. Sophia, she's waiting for me to come out of a closet I was never in. Okay, maybe we should dial it back. Too late for that. My mom starts leaving LGBTQ pamphlets around the house. Just some reading material I picked up. Asks if I want to go to Pride Month events. They look really fun and inclusive. Starts talking about how much she loves Sophia for being such a good friend. It's wonderful that you have someone who accepts you for who you are. The way she emphasizes friend makes it clear she thinks Sophia is my beard. This goes on for 2 months. 2 months of my mom thinking I'm gay. 2 months of supportive looks and rainbow-themed gifts. 2 months of Sophia finding this absolutely hilarious. Finally decide enough is enough. Sophia, we need to end this now. But it's so funny. My mom bought me a pride flag. That's actually really sweet. It's hanging in my room. Okay, fine. How do we fix this? Good question. Decide the only way out is to prove I'm actually dating Sophia. Plan a big romantic gesture she can't misinterpret. Take Sophia to dinner at the fanciest restaurant in town. Specifically invite my mom to spy on us from across the restaurant. Why would I spy on my own son? Just trust me, Mom. You'll want to see. This. Arrange with the restaurant to propose to Sophia during dessert. Not a real proposal, just a fake one to prove we're actually together. Sophia thinks this is the funniest thing ever. We're pranking your mom by fake proposing? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Dinner night arrives and I can see my mom hiding behind a menu 3 tables over. She's wearing sunglasses indoors like she's in a spy movie. When dessert comes, I get down on one knee with a ring pop. Sophia, will you be my girlfriend officially? She starts laughing so hard she can't breathe. Yes, you absolute chaos gremlin. We kiss, and I can see my mom's jaw drop from across the room. She comes over immediately. I'm so confused right now. About what, Mom? I thought you two were just friends. Why would you think that? Sophia's trying not to laugh. Because of everything Sophia told me about you. What did she tell you exactly? My mom lists off all the things Sophia said over the past few months. The fashion interest, the relationship advice, the mysterious David. She said you were helping her understand men better. Mom, she was messing with you. What do you mean? Sophia finally breaks. I was pranking you because you didn't think I was really interested in Anon. So you made me think he was gay? It seemed funny at the time. My mom just stares at us for a solid minute. You've been dating this whole time? Yes, Mom. We've been dating for 3 months. And you're not gay? Definitely not gay. And David isn't real. There is no David. My mom sits down looking stunned. I bought you so much Pride merchandise. I know, Mom, it's all very nice. I watched 3 seasons of Queer Eye to understand you better. Sophia loses it laughing again. That's actually really sweet, though. My mom starts laughing too. You girls got me good. We're sorry, Mom. It was supposed to be a small prank. Well, I guess I know you're definitely straight now. We all laugh about it, and my mom admits she likes Sophia even more now. Anyone who can pull off a prank that elaborate is perfect for my son. Even though she convinced you I was gay, especially because she convinced me you were gay. Apparently my mom appreciates a good scheme. Sophia and I keep dating and she never pranks my family again. Well, not as elaborately anyway. My mom still brings up the time she thought I was gay. Remember when Sophia made me think you were closeted? Yes, Mom, I remember. That was hilarious. She tells the story at every family gathering. Sophia has become the favorite child my mom never had. I like her better than you sometimes. Thanks, Mom. Very supportive. 1 year later, and we're actually talking about getting engaged for real. Think your mom will believe it this time? After the gay prank, she'll probably think it's another joke. Good point. Maybe we should elope. Or we could prank her again. Absolutely not. Learn my lesson about Sophia's pranks. She's amazing, but her sense of humor is dangerous. That feel when your girlfriend pranks your mom so hard she redecorates your room with pride flags. That feel when you have to fake propose to prove you're actually straight. Dating a prankster is exhausting but never boring. My mom still asks if David is coming to family dinner sometimes. Mom, David was never real. I know, sweetie. I just think it's funny. Sophia created a family inside joke that will never die. Honestly, kind of impressed she pulled it off so perfectly. Never underestimate a feminine with a plan. They will convince your entire family you're someone else, and somehow make everyone love them more in the process.